Hey everyone, Diana Alt here for another episode of Tip Tuesday. And today we're going to talk a little bit about specifically using LinkedIn for networking. This topic came to me from a member of my community who actually has a family member that's out of work right now. And this family member is kind of introverted and a little bit scared to do more than just put the basic stuff on their LinkedIn profile. So here are a few things I'd like you to think about. Number one, a lot of the advice that's out there about networking on LinkedIn is centered around completely cold outreach. It's centered around connecting with someone that you've never heard of because you were in a comment thread or a discussion group with them, and then starting to send them emails asking them about jobs at their companies and will they refer you. Honestly, that's not a great approach in a lot of circumstances, but if you're super uncomfortable with networking, it's really going to put you off. So my suggestion is to start with people that you know. So even if you don't have a very large connection pool on LinkedIn, odds are pretty good that there's at least a few people that you had nice working relationships with in the past. And you can start out with reaching out to them just to say hello and see how they're doing. That's a great way to start warming up your network. The next thing I'd like you to do is really be clear on what your need is and what you would maybe hope to do for the person that you're networking with and maybe ask for help with. I can't tell you how often I have networking conversations with people, and I always ask at the end, whether it's in the DMs on LinkedIn or whether it's an in-person meeting, what can I do to help you? And sometimes the people just don't know. They just look shell-shocked at the question. So think a little bit about what would be helpful to you. It probably shouldn't just be like, hey, get me a job, because the person you're networking with might not know that. But it could be more along the lines of, let me know of any opportunities that you think of. I'm looking to do X. And then again, offer to do the same thing to them, offer to help them out. My last tip for you is to be as patient as you possibly can whenever you're doing networking, particularly on LinkedIn. Lots of people are not on LinkedIn every day or even every week. So if you are contacting them and you don't hear back from them for a week or two, that's not necessarily them blowing you off. There's two categories that I see. There's a lot of people that are super busy on LinkedIn, so it may just take them a while to get through their messages. That's me most of the time. And then there's people that just aren't on there very often, and so it could take them a while to get back to you. My suggestion is go ahead and make the reach out. Don't feel weird. Don't feel bad about doing it. Go ahead and do the reach out and then just let it go. Maybe put something on your calendar for 2 weeks from now just to check back in case you haven't heard from them. That's it for this week's Tip Tuesday. I hope this helps you feel just a tiny bit better about trying to use LinkedIn in your networking, and I look forward to seeing you next time.